So you're telling me there's a chance? Welcome back to Defending Football. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is a super important episode because the Defenders beat the Brahmas 18-12 in Audi Field. They defended DC. So right now we are 3-3 and the Brahmas are 4-2. That win was ginormous for DC, making a playoff push. The St. Louis Battlehawks pretty much locked up the number one spot in the XFL division, but now the second spot is up for grabs. Considering the schedule going forward, the DC Defenders have an easier schedule than the Brahmas, as the Brahmas have to play the Battlehawks and the Stallions. In my opinion, our schedule is easier than San Antonio's, and with how we made them look, it's very concerning for them. We held them to under 100 passing yards, actually under 80 passing yards, and that is unheard of for the DC Defenders this year and last year to even do that. But I gotta give it to Greg Williams. He stepped up and his defense played great, took less chances and blitzed less, so he played smarter situational football. We gave up a bunch of rushing yards, but honestly, we don't really care. We were more worried about San Antonio's passing attack, and it proved that they couldn't beat us just running the ball. Exactly what we needed. But the big thing in this game, the offense got humming. Was it perfect? No. But we showed a lot of resilience, and we showed we could run the ball. Usually I do a hot seat of the week and tell you who's on the hot seat that week. This week we actually won, so I'm going to do a hot streak of the week instead. And I'm going to pick our entire running game. Darius Higgins picked up most of the load for the running back room, but we're going to go for everybody. 31 total carries, 115 yards, 1 touchdown, and a long of 17 yards. Now that doesn't seem crazy, but considering the Defenders love to run the ball and it sets the tone for our entire team, the fact that we actually established a run is huge. It looks like we got a new coach on our O-line, and whatever he was doing, it's working. Give that man a raise and bring him next week to the game. Seeing the Defenders run the ball was absolutely excellent, and it set up Te'amu to have a great game as well. 64% completion for Te'amu. Look at that. 64%. He's been around 50% all year, and a 14% jump just by us being able to establish a damn ground game. But why did Te'amu have so much success in the air? Because the Defenders actually have a wide receiver one. Calvin Harmon, once again, player of the week. This dude is legit, and he's wide receiver one. If you don't think he's wide receiver one, I don't know what you're smoking. 8 catches, 101 yards, a touchdown, and a long of 26. Now, the catches he was making in this game were actually very athletic catches, but Harmon was adjusting to the ball and making fantastic catches in critical moments to let DC take the victory. Without Calvin Harmon in that game, the Defenders do not win. And overall, I think giving Ty Scott the start across from Harmon definitely opened him up a lot. Ty Scott is also a great receiver for the Defenders. I think Fred Keiss has finally found his personnel grouping that he likes on the outside. And then we moved around some pieces on the O-line, and we're looking, dare I say, pretty good. Now, are we championship contenders? I wouldn't say that yet. I would like us to just make this push for the playoffs and make the spot. Once we're in, anything can happen. But this team is definitely gritty, and they're not giving up. After a giant loss at home to the Battlehawks like that, demoralizing loss where your quarterback looks horrible, you can't run the ball, can basically do nothing correctly, to come out against the San Antonio Brahmas, who embarrassed you week 1, they're on the Pat McAfee show clowning you, and make a resilient statement that you are not going away is huge for the Defenders. And if you're a Defenders fan, you got to be watching these games. And if you're a Defenders fan in DC, you better be showing up to every game, because the Defenders are going to need you to make that playoff push. So we are playing the Michigan Panthers next week. It is going to be a super important game for DC, but it is at home with the Beer Snake at Audi Field. So the Defenders have to make this game a W. If the Defenders lose this game, you better hope and pray that the Brahmas lose to the Roughnecks. And that's probably not going to happen. So what we need to do is take care of business. Is it going to be tough? Yes, it's not going to be easy. But if we are a legit playoff contender team, we win this game. So overall, if we keep up running the ball, it's going to open up our passing game. Ty Scott and Kelvin Harmon are going to go off. Chris Rowland in the slot, I think I like that lineup right there. And Te'amu, if you give him a little time in the pocket because of that running, and he had some very accurate throws, he was able to settle his feet, step into throws, and deliver them. So mini shout out to Te'amu as well. I know I said that if we lose this game, I wanted to see McClendon in there. It looks like JT proved us all wrong. He's here to stay. He is QB1, guys. We all knew it. And I happily can say, we got a chance. So thank you, DC Defenders, for making my week. So please like and subscribe. Yes, I am a dirty sellout, but we just hit 700 subscribers, so I appreciate you guys so much. Best fans I could ask for. So with that said, I'm going to get out of here. And for the love of football, defend football, baby.